Do we have to? Do we have to talk about Kash? Kash Patel is a mess, a disaster. His leadership at the FBI is not going well. And you had a report of people inside the FBI going, we've had enough. We need the public to know how much of a disaster he is, with some specific anecdotes. I'll show you that interview clip in a second here where he gets asked about using the FBI jet or a DOJ jet to go see his girlfriend sing, which has been a controversy. But here's the media article. 6 craziest revelations from scathing report on Kash Patel, including his refusal to leave a plane until he was given a female agent's jacket. And so the story goes there that he saw this female agent that he really liked, and he said, take your jacket off. I want to feel it on my chest. I want to feel the straps that were touching your breasts. No, that's not what happened. I don't know why they specified that's not what happened. That was just for the giggles. No, what really happened was he needed a vest that could fit, and he's a petite guy. That's the real story. So he had to get a female vest, which is funny. He's going to address that in a second here. It's going to be good. Patel refused to leave a plane until someone found him a medium-sized FBI jacket belonging to a female agent. The director, according to one unnamed agent, refused to leave a plane that had landed in Utah following the murder of Charlie Kirk until someone gave him a size medium FBI jacket. The agent said there were plenty of large and extra-large jackets available, but Patel insisted on a medium-sized jacket. So some of us would go, oh, it was unsafe. He felt it was unsafe. In case he were threatened, he wanted to have Kevlar on. But then he's specifying what size. He wanted to look cool. That's it. He likes to go to these press conferences in these FBI jackets. Wait, is this a jacket? This isn't even Kevlar. Is this just a jacket? Like, because he'll wear these FBI jackets. This is what it's talking about, isn't it? These aren't even bulletproof. He just wanted a cool FBI jacket because he likes looking like a field agent, even though he never was, remember. Very unusual for an FBI director. He was never just a normal FBI agent. So he wants to look like one, though. And so he said, get me a medium jacket. And they said, well, we have a bigger one. It's fine. Who cares about someone just got murdered? Who cares? Get on the ground, do the work. And he says, no, I want it to fit me well. I don't know why this is the voice I'm giving him now, but it is. My girlfriend is a country music sensation. Okay. Eventually, a female FBI special agent gave him a jacket that fit his requirements. Patel then refused to leave the plane again after noticing it was missing a few Velcro patches he wanted. A couple members of the FBI SWAT team nearby found the patches he wanted, ran them off over to the airport, and Patel finally departed the plane. So what's going on here? He knows there's going to be a lot of press. Instead of just caring about what had just happened, which was horrific, he's thinking, I need to look as cool as possible with the patches and with the cool jacket. I don't want to just be in a button down. I want to be in a cool, I'm going in the field jacket. So, hey, little lady. Hey, little lady. Take your clothes off, is what he said. FBI agents laughed at Patel for ordering the removal of pronouns and messages from email signatures, even though his email signature contained his own message. I'm a big boy. No, the agents mocked him because Patel did not follow his own orders. His email signature included number 9, which FBI personnel interpreted as Patel pointing out he was the Bureau's 9th director. So I guess he said, take any special email signatures out, pronouns or anything else, but then he left in a unique thing for himself. I thought they meant he left in his pronouns. Kick their ass. Those are my pronouns. You know, they always say. Patel's FBI is infected by a culture of mistrust and uncertainty. Everyone's afraid to lose their jobs. They can't make operational decisions because they're so fearful. They're on pins and needles. What will we do next? Who's going to be fired just for slighting Trump or for previously working an investigation that Trump didn't like, or having a pride flag on their desk? You're gone. Feds are tired of Patel and Bongino's obsession with social media. That's obvious. They're really concerned with that. I'll show Patel on social media in a second here. Patel ordered agents to take a polygraph test after they discussed whether he should be issued an FBI firearm, which I looked it up, and apparently FBI directors are given FBI issued firearms. Something has gone oh so horribly wrong If the FBI director, the director, is in a firefight, why would the FBI director be shooting a gun ever? They like do press conferences and meetings and brief the public and sit in an office and make big picture decisions. They're not kicking down doors as if Kash could and storming buildings. But apparently they are giving them. But then someone said, do we need to give him one? And that leaked to him. And so then he went, whoever was questioning if I should have a firearm, I'm going to submit you to a polygraph examination to determine who is involved. This is what he's doing instead of just focusing on public safety. And then Bongino disgusted some agents when he declared the truth is for chumps. In some context they don't have. Now, if you'll take that down, Jaden, I do want to get to Bongino's response. They're saying you said truth is for chumps. What's your response, Dan?
This is karate, man. Double leg. The jump kick. The side kick. The roundhouse. The tie kick. Body.
Okay. Something. There's Patel trying to kick down a door. Ready? And go. Owie! My jacket got in the way. It was too baggy. So someone was comparing other FBI directors wearing suits versus him wanting to wear his jacket. I don't know the norm on that, but I don't remember seeing like Christopher Wray coming out in an FBI jacket. But maybe if I were the FBI director, I'd be wearing the jacket. I'd make sure it fit well and accentuated my pecs. So I get it, but I don't think it's normal. So then Eric Swalwell said, I don't mind the FBI director Kash Patel had to wear a women's size medium jacket to cosplay as someone in charge. I just wish he'd focus on stopping the rampant domestic terrorism happening on his watch. And Patel said, I was looking for a youth large. Domestic terrorism arrests are up 30% this year. Impressive, considering I spent 0 days dating a Chinese spy named Fang Fang. Where should I send your women's medium for date night? So he's so bad at it. He's trying to do like the yeah. But he's really, really bad at it. Philip Kowski said, you're even worse at this than you are at trying to run the FBI. Lame, tired, old, recycled, played out, unoriginal, boring. Which, why would he specify? I know he's trying to be like, I'm so not embarrassed by this story. Let me self-own to show you how much I'm not insecure. But it's weird to be like, I was looking for kids' clothes. I wasn't looking for a woman's jacket. I was looking for a kid's jacket. You know, it just feels weird. And then also, hey, let's not talk about honeypots. Here's the deal. What he's referring to is Eric Swalwell. There was a Chinese spy who went by Fang Fang, who was trying to get into his inner circle to do spy things. And she had honeypotted other people, other politicians, which means you kind of like hump information out of them that's kind of the summarization within the FBI is what they call it. And she might have been trying to do that to Eric. Eric did not do anything. She like fundraised for him, and then the FBI came and said, we have suspicion she might be a Chinese spy. And then he worked with them, and she ended up fleeing out of the country. But there's no evidence that I could find that they engaged in any sexual contact. And there's definitely zero evidence he revealed any information to her as she was, I mean, this was the scheme she was trying, which is crazy. Crazy that still happens. And like, no one ever tries to honeypot me. So it's kind of, not even one Chinese spy has tried to honeypot me. Which is because I'm not important enough, right? What information could I share? It should make Eric feel kind of cool that someone thought he was important enough to try. At least he had someone try. Kash. I bet they went to Fang Fang and they said, Fang Fang? They said, Fang Fang, we want you to go and sleep with Kash Patel to get information out of him. And Fang Fang said, I would rather die. I would rather be Chinese tortured to death. Really. I would rather... What is the water? Whatever. We might get into tricky territory there, but I feel like it's fine. Right? Or like the little thing. I feel like it's fine. So it's fine. It's fine. I'm telling you, it's fine. So, and she said Xi Jinping himself went to her and said, "We need you to go honeypot Kash," and Feng said, "Feng, forget it." Forget it, Xi, is what she said. She said this, I'm quoting her. Forget it. There we go. I was trying to merge the words, it just took me a second. And Xi Jinping said, why? And she said, have you seen Kash? And then I guess Israel got Alexis Wilkins to do it instead. So what I'm referencing is that Kash Patel has been at the center, and now his girlfriend's suing over people saying that she, Alexis Wilkins, is a Mossad agent, Israel intelligence, and that she's honeypotting him. I don't believe it for a second. Because look at that bow tie on him. That's love. I don't believe it. No, I really don't. Anyways, but I don't think he should bring attention to honeypotting. It's like a little bit, why is that on your mind? Are you concerned that might be happening to you? Now, his obsession with imagery, there's so many Trump administration officials that care more about the photo ops of I was in an FBI jacket than just getting to work. Similarly, Kristi Noem funneled a bunch of money to her friend's company and went around the normal contract distribution process to make DHS ads and funnel money to a friend so that she could ride on a horse triumphantly.
Why do I love these wide open spaces? They remind me of why our forefathers came here. Not just for its beauty, but for the freedom only America provides. I'm Kristi Noem. From the cowboys who tamed the West, to the titans who built our cities, to the dreamers who chased the impossible, America has always rewarded vision and grit. Our greatness calls people to us for a chance to prosper, to live how they...
So the point is, she's on a horse and spent millions so she could ride around a horse. And then she loves doing things like this.
Here we are with Marco and Brian today. They're letting me roll with them. We're going to go out and
He's like, why are you pointing that gun at my face?
pick up somebody who I think has got charges of human trafficking.
You don't know how to use that gun, Kristi. You don't know how to use that gun. I know you shot your dog, but that doesn't mean you know how to use that gun. There's a difference. And why is the DHS secretary holding do you know what type of gun that is? I don't know. A big gun. What are we going to send in Kristi Noem and Kash Patel to go get a human trafficker? I think y'all should be doing office decisions, not that. Dan Bongino. Deputy Director Dan Bongino is on to the defensive after the release of an email showing he'd been made aware of the Trump administration's sweeping redactions of Jeffrey Epstein files. Yes, we know. Everyone knew. We get it.